The Japanese period of Philippine literature. Historical background between 1941 to 1945. Philippine literature was interrupted in its development when the Philippines was again conquered by another foreign country, Japan. Philippine literature in English came to a halt except for the Tribune and the Philippine Review. Almost all newspapers in English were stopped by the Japanese. This had an advantageous effect on Filipino literature, which experienced renewed attention because writers in English turned to writing in Filipino. Juan Laya, who used to write in English, turned to Filipino because of the strict prohibition of the Japanese regarding any writing in English. The weekly Liwayway was placed under strict surveillance until it was managed by Japanese named Ishiwara. In other words, Filipino literature was given a break during this period. Many wrote plays, poems, short stories, etc. Topics and themes were open about life in the provinces. The weekly Liwayway was placed under strict surveillance until it was managed by a Japanese named Ishiwara. These are Filipino literature, the poetry, Filipino drama, Filipino short stories, and Philippine literature in English. So, Filipino poetry during this period, the common theme of most poems during the Japanese occupation was nationalism, country love, life in the various faith, religion, and the arts. So there are three types of poems emerged during these periods. They were haiku, a poem of three verses that the Japanese liked. It was made up of 17 syllables divided into three lines. The first line had 5 syllables, the second 7 syllables, and the third 5. The haiku is allegorical in meaning, is short, and covers wide scope in meaning. So this is a sample of haiku. And the second one is tanaga. Like the haiku is short but it had measure and rhyme. Each line had 17 syllables and it's also allegorical in meaning. And this is a sample of Tanaga, Tagalog version and English version. And the last one is karaniwang anyo or usual form. Like those mentioned earlier in the beginning of chapters, this book is the usual and common form of poetry. So we're talking about the Filipino drama during the Japanese period. The drama experienced a lot during the Japanese period because movie houses showing American films were closed. The Filipino short story during the Japanese period. The field of the short story widened during the Japanese occupation. Many wrote short stories. So among them were Brigido Batong Bakal, Macario Pineda, Serafen Ginigendo, Liwayway Arcio, Narciso Ramos, N.V.M. Gonzalez, Alicia Lopez Lem, Ligaya Pires, and Gloria Guzman. The best writings in 1945 were selected by a group of judges composed of Francisco Icasiano, Jose Esperanza Cruz, Antonio Rosales, Guadualdo Del Mondo, and Chodoro Santos. As a result of this selection, the following got the first three prizes. First prize, Narciso Reyes with his Lupang Tinubuan. Second prize is Liwayway, and third prize is NVM Gonzalez. And that's all. Thank you.